all the gadgets that Snake has at his disposal right here. So I'm very, very curious to see how to navigate this matchup. I think Palutena doesn't have the hardest time doing it, as long as Quinn isn't using moves with like high activity such as Nair and just spaces up air really well in these juggle situations. Back air is going to be back air and fair are probably going to be the main tools of choice. We're going to see Quinn try to approach ApolloKage with, but Palu also has that auto reticle to keep Snake at bay zoning wise. So we're going to see if Quinn's going to mix it up, but they're hopping right into it.
Yeah, and then auto reticle, it is one of the most important moves in the matchup for Palutena versus all of these zoner characters. It's sort of the anti-zoning tool, really.
Yeah. And one thing I like that ApolloKage is already doing is he's really, really sharking Quinn's landings. Palu doesn't have the easiest time landing all the time. No super active hitbox besides Nair typically to fall, but Snake's low profile on his dash attack is going to make it pretty much almost too easy for ApolloKage to get in there.
Yeah. And while like it looks pretty even, in the situation where they're just trading a bunch, I still favor Snake. He has like some of the best tools in the game to like come out on the top end of like a series of seemingly equal trades. No fear.
Not phased by the Nikita at all, just dashing right in there. And now this is the best favorable position Palutena is going to be in. No hurt. She has so many tools to really ledge trap and keep Snake at bay. An excellent dare right there. You have to go for it. Especially, Cypher is probably one of the most exploitable recoveries in this entire game. And if you have a hit strong enough to spike him out of it, go for it.
Yeah, but ApolloKage also knows what his win condition is. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a few more of those up tilts.
And Quinn has not even been skipping a beat when coming back to stage a lot of these times too. You know, ApolloKage trying to set up with these ledge traps, but actually getting juggled by his own grenades the majority of the time. No jump left either, but just gonna tiptoe over that grenade right there.
Let's see. Now Quinn's taking a bit of a step back. Saw that he ended up getting punished for hitting his shield a few times. Realizes I have the lead. I'm gonna hang back just a bit, except for right there.
The thing is, camping Snake looks easy on paper, but ApolloKage seems extremely comfortable with just lobbing these grenades and not really committing to anything offensive-wise.
Oh yeah.
It's giving actually Quinn a harder time because Quinn is taking more damage in these camping situations as opposed to when he was doing these steadfast approaches beforehand.
All right, what's the juggle gonna be here? Can they get it?
These grenades just getting in the way so much.
Quinn there too long.
Already visibly emotional after that stock right there. I think he knows that was his lead to hold on to. He's already letting it go, but excellently spaced back right there to catch the recovery. Quinn is doing such a good job of catching these downward movements.
Extremely even game so far. But this is where Palutena can sort of blow it up.
Oh yeah, a little bit. I mean, you get caught in the wheel of fortune right there.
Calm down.
Slots keep spinning.
Whoa!
What an air dodge. No, no way. At 23, Quinn is going to catch that fair, all because he decided to jump off the ledge, shaking his head. I feel like you have no one to be disappointed in than yourself right there.
He's writing it back. Quinn understandably upset at the way that ended.
I feel like players expect the game against Snake to be a war of attrition, but you got to remember, this character has setups and also just such good normals.
And then sometimes he has BS like that.
All of his aerials are just so good. I mean, fair is an excellent spiking tool. Nair and down air, incredible multi-hits in the right situations as well. Even his tilts are really good. You know, Snake is not just a top tier for his special moves.
Oh, yeah. I think he dropped like a few spots if we removed that up tilt from the game, let alone the rest of his insane toolkit. He made that dash attack invincible for a reason.
Big Nair coming out. So much damage on Quinn already, and Quinn has just been on the back foot. Had a really good start to game one. That's one thing I like that Quinn is still doing, though. Don't be too afraid to grab Snake. I feel like a lot of the times when he's on the back foot, it's pretty much one of your only opening opportunities, and one of the only things you can do to make sure you don't get hit by the grenade.
Yeah, it's really the best for that situation. If you have the opportunity to grab Snake, you sort of neutralize a lot of the zoning game.
Okay, ApolloKage just consistently setting up these grenades right behind him just in case Quinn decides to land with an aggressive option right in front of him. Really, really smart stuff. Quinn has been playing towards the ledge a lot this game so far.
Yeah, able to avoid these Nikitas really well, too. That I find really impressive with a recovery like Palutena's.
You see ApolloKage looking for that grab right there into down throw. Will true combo into up tilt at this point, but Quinn actually jumping right into the Nikita.
Why did I say something? Why did I say something?
I feel like he's just got to warp there. He's just got to get out of there. You have a recovery that makes you completely invisible. I don't know if it makes you intangible as well for the duration where you're teleporting.
Yeah, you just skip.
But definitely utilize that a lot more, you know. Palu can make it back to the ledge without jumping. Get him out of the time. Oh! Okay. See ya.
I was like, oh no, the flame miss. But really, I guess it was all a setup.
My man went narcoleptic for a second. He fell asleep at the wheel.
Oh, he waited for the grenade for a moment too, and then ran into it anyway.
This is also where the dichotomy of the mental game we're seeing a little bit right here. Quinn visibly reeling in his seat after every single hit, while ApolloKage just staying calm, cool, and collected. You know, even after that SD, looking just locked in and laser focused. And that's what's going to get you that consistent mileage.
I think Snake in particular is very good at like taxing your mental game. Like Palutena, you know, very good character, but the Nair only does so much mental damage. Every time you hit Snake, but you explode instead, it just feels a bit worse.
It's frustrating, right? Because, you know, when you get hit by a counter in this game, you're like, oh, I hit them and they were clearly countering. But when you're fighting Snake, you know, the grenade is pretty much the same thing, but it doesn't look like Snake is countering.
What could I do?
The purpose is to counter the hit, though. So players are just going to get hit by it, they're going to get mad, and they're like, ah, these grenades so stupid. But really, it's just Snake countering all the time. He just has a frame 1 counter. Oh, yep. Yo,
that was scary.
My boy's playing a bullet hell right now.
You made it through? Oh.
They locked him in Undertale and Toho real quick.
But didn't have a bomb, unfortunately. All right, there we go. But, you know, these high recoveries, you know, Quinn is yet to actually punish ApolloKage that hard for any of these high recoveries.
Yeah, I like that you noted that as well. I mean, Quinn is doing, rather, ApolloKage is doing such a good job in disadvantage of just getting out of these scary situations and keeping these stocks really, really healthy despite how long they are. And now that ApolloKage has the lead, he's just going to be chucking those grenades. You know, the onus is on Quinn completely to just get in there to get that stock off. That was, did you see where he placed the grenade right there to cover it for the down tilt? That was OD.
That was really smart. Oh, and he got hit by the C4.
Not yet. Snake not only is a very muscular dude, but he's carrying like 8 bajillion grenades in his pockets.
The second hypercharging star is going to get it for Quinn there. But you know, this is a pretty sizable lead.
Yeah, for real. Against Snake, too, any hit you do, it might be a trade hit against Snake, but you're still taking damage in the end. Okay, I like the patience right there. This is going to be some huge damage for Quinn. Probably his chance to get back into this game.
Okay, he tried that combo in game 1. It ended up missing. It got the dare this time, but it was up stage. I was like, hey, you know what ApolloKage is looking for, man.
Is that it?
Wow, actually.
Big multi-hit in there, connecting into itself fully, extending the handshake right there, too. Good sportsmanship. Yeah, I think ApolloKage just knew how to navigate through that matchup. I feel like we saw a lot of really good grenade placement. We saw a lot of really, really good positioning. Quinn pretty much was forced to approach the duration of that entire set, and you have to be so on point when choosing when to go in against Snake, or else you're just going to get traded off with that grenade, and if you're at a deficit, it's just getting worse and worse for you.
Yeah, and I feel like he got a bit broken after that game 1. I mean, we saw how unfortunate that ended. He had a sizable lead, too. That's really the part about that game 1 for me was he went for 2 dares in a row. It felt like he reminded ApolloKage, oh, I have a spike of my own.
And early stock can damage the mental, too, especially if it's the last stock of the first game where you were up. You were up good. You were eating good.
You can see it in his face. Oh, come on.
Oh, man. That's just how it goes.